so much as a warning. Life hangs in the balance. Human endeavor turns to chaos.
Look up!
And within seconds, nothing will ever be the same. Ever.
I'm Ron Pitts. You know, mayhem never takes a holiday, and neither do we. Cameras roll as a tornado bears down on a Canadian farm and wipes an entire house off its foundation. The fiery crash of a NASA test aircraft endangers the life of astronaut Neil Armstrong. If you were any closer to the danger, you'd get hurt. This is destroyed in seconds.
Surveillance cameras capture patrons coming and going from a convenience store. Inside, customers gather at the counter waiting to cash out, completely unaware of the chaos about to unfold. An SUV seems to take aim directly at the store. Inside, a man, 2 women, and an 8-year-old boy are at the counter. When 6,800 pounds of vehicle explodes through the wall, the clerk manages to stumble out of harm's way. But 3 of the customers are buried under debris. The 2 women free themselves. A good Samaritan climbs over the rubble and finds the boy lying on the floor. He picks him up and hands him back to his mother. The 4 customers require medical treatment for minor injuries. The 23-year-old driver is uninjured. Although she claims that her brakes had failed, a test performed by police after the vehicle is pulled from the store shows the brakes are in good working order. The SUV suffers extensive body damage. Repairs to the store are estimated at over $100,000. The exact cause of the accident is still undetermined. The store's owner has since installed protective barricades around the store, ensuring that this will never happen again.
They're off and running!
Winter Haven, Florida plays host to the Laughlin Formula One Prop Tour. These supercharged racing boats reach 140 miles per hour on the straightaways and can take curves at nearly the same speed. Due to their aerodynamic design, only the bottom 2 inches of a Formula One are underwater at top speed.
It's going around turn 3, the tricky part of this course.
The slightest surface ripple can send a boat careening out of control.
Look up! Oh my goodness!
Racer Carlos Curry watches as Greg Foster gets air under his hull, causing his boat to bounce off the surface of the lake. The driver's side hits the water and pulls him hard to the left, directly into the path of Curry. Curry tries to take a hard right, but he can't avoid a collision.
Oh my goodness!
Curry's boat rolls over. He manages to free himself from his harness. Rescue crews pull him from the water, uninjured. Foster is knocked unconscious when his boat breaks apart and capsizes. He's underwater for several seconds as rescuers work to extract him from the wreck. He comes to and signals that he's okay. But X-rays reveal that Foster has 2 broken vertebrae. He eventually recovers. His boat is a total loss. Curry's boat is damaged, but salvageable. Both racers eventually resume their racing careers.
Look out!
It's Flip Fest 2007 in Guilford, New Hampshire. A freestyle exhibition where riders showcase their skills on miniature motorcycles called pit bikes. TJ Russell comes to Flip Fest at the top of his game. He's considered one of the world's best pit bike freestylers, wowing crowds on his highly modified $10,000 two-wheeler. Today, TJ plans to pull off a 100-foot backflip jump, a distance that's 30 feet further than he's ever attempted before. It's a decision that TJ will live to regret.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
TJ reaches 65 miles an hour as he launches off the ramp. But he doesn't get the lift he needs to make a full rotation. He slams chest first onto the hard-packed dirt. Fellow riders and medics rush to his side.
Oh my gosh. Here, dude. Breathe, brother. I need you to get over here and hold C5.
Several minutes pass. Then, the 23-year-old gets up to applause. TJ suffers a pair of bruised kidneys, a bruised liver, and a concussion. Despite his violent landing, he's back riding the next day. Eli, Manitoba, Canada, 2007.
Large tornado coming down.
Onlookers watch as this ominous storm cloud slowly forms into a funnel.
Tornado on the ground.
When it touches down, the twister quickly escalates to an F5 storm.
Look at how big it is. It's huge.
With winds reaching 260 miles per hour, the tornado erases everything in its path.
Oh my God.
Shut your door. Shut your door.
Go.
The storm closes in on a flour mill. The 200-foot tall silos are no match for the violent winds. Power lines arc amid the flying debris. A closer look reveals an almost fully intact house being hurled through the air. After nearly 40 minutes, the tornado dissipates, leaving a swath of destruction. Buses and tractor trailers blown from the highway are found in the surrounding fields. Canada has the second highest incident of tornadoes in the world, just behind the United States. But the Eli Twister remains the strongest tornado to ever hit the country. No one is killed or seriously injured, but damages total $4 million. And 19 people are left homeless. Take two 1,700 horsepower race cars modeled after vintage dragsters, send them down a 1,320-foot track at nearly 1/3 the speed of sound, and you've got nostalgia drag racing. The 2008 qualifying round of the 17th annual Nostalgia Hot Rod Reunion. The location? Famoso Racetrack in Bakersfield, California. Today, 23-year veteran racer Lisa Lavoie is here to compete in her nitro, methane, and alcohol-fueled dragster. After a full day of heats, Lisa lines up for her 5th and final qualifying run. Lisa doesn't know it, but this could be the last race of her career. Lisa's 2,000 horsepower engine is so powerful, her car's chassis can't handle the torque. This causes the dragster to pull hard right. Lisa collides with Daryl's car and both slam into the concrete barrier. Sparks shoot from the flipped dragster only inches from Lisa's head. The car is sent through another series of flips. Lisa finally comes to a stop. Rescue teams quickly descend on the wreckage. Lisa is rushed to the hospital where she is treated for a back injury and severe facial bruising. Her $180,000 dragster is completely destroyed. Daryl Waters' car suffers only body damage and races again later that day. During the crash, Daryl uses his car as a barrier to keep Lisa from crashing into the wall. Lisa believes the move may have saved her life. Danou, France. More than 100 firefighters and 60 police respond to a fire at an industrial complex. Authorities block off the surrounding area and close down nearby roads. As the blaze continues to grow, it threatens to ignite 3 gasoline tankers within the complex. Firefighters can't keep the flames at bay. The massive explosions can be seen throughout the city. One firefighter on the front line captures the earth-shaking blast. Its impact practically knocks him over. The explosion is also recorded by a police officer several blocks away. And a bystander nearby with a cell phone camera. It takes fire crews 5 hours to bring the blaze under control. 3 firefighters and 2 police officers are injured. All make full recoveries. Damages are estimated to be in the tens of millions. Police link this blaze to a series of arson attacks following the election of a new prime minister. Combine crystal blue waters, moderate winds, and one of the world's fastest growing water sports, and you have a perfect trilogy for an action-packed commercial. Professional kiteboarder Dimitri Marmenides is tearing through the water for an energy drink TV campaign. It's one trick after another, until Dimitri pushes the limits too far. A camera mounted on Dimitri's backpack shows him clearing a height of around 25 feet off the water. Dimitri is trying to fly over the structure when a sudden change in wind forces him into the beam. Dimitri falls roughly 10 feet and hits his head on a handrail. He's now in danger of being pulled into the water by his kite. His friends get that under control first. The Greek native is in shock with a fractured rib and pelvis.
It's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt.
Despite hitting his head on the handrail, Dmitry avoids a serious head injury and fully recovers to kiteboard again. Although now, he's not taking any chances. He wears a helmet. July 1969. The world holds its collective breath as the United States attempts to land the first men on the moon. The vehicle that successfully delivered astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin to the surface is the spider-like lunar lander.
60 seconds.
In the years to come, the lunar lander will safely deliver a total of 12 astronauts to the moon.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
In the months leading up to the moon shots, astronauts undergo extensive training in various lunar lander simulators. The most challenging of the simulators is the 3,700-pound LLRV, or Lunar Lander Research Vehicle. Each costing $15.3 million inflation-adjusted dollars, LLRVs stay afloat by means of a gimbaled turbofan engine. The craft is maneuvered by 18 hydrogen peroxide rockets, which emit puffs of exhaust. 14 months prior to the first moon landing, Neil Armstrong is practicing a final descent when he finds the LLRV difficult to handle. It suddenly shoots skyward. Armstrong tries to regain control, but the craft exceeds its maximum tilt of 30 degrees. Armstrong ejects. Other than a bite to his tongue from the force of the ejection, Armstrong is uninjured. But this isn't the only time one of these simulators seriously malfunctions. During a test flight of a more advanced version of the LLRV, pilot Stuart Present loses altitude control due to a failure in the electrical system. When the vehicle starts flipping over backwards, Present ejects and parachutes to safety. Like Armstrong, he's uninjured. On December 8, 1968, test pilot Joe Algranti flies another advanced version of the LLRV. It's the craft's 15th flight. Algranti suddenly experiences stability problems. As he tries to regain control, the LLRV swings in an extreme arc, then begins falling to Earth. Algranti ejects 1 second before the vehicle crashes and explodes. Algranti lands safely. His only injury, bruises on his thigh from the force of the ejection. It's believed a strong gust of wind threw the craft out of control. In 2 of the 3 crashes, mechanical failures are to blame. But none of the problems are linked to the design of the lunar lander itself. And the Apollo missions go on to make history.
Eagle, we got you now. It's looking good, over.
I'm Ron Pitts. Thanks for watching Destroyed in Seconds.